EA Sports coverage to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. A throw in the end zone on first down, but it was.
Because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the time, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on. Right there.
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Working with a 2nd and 4. This is Carson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Now Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second down at 4. They run it with Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This from 54 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Lindsey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Two and now, 3rd and goal. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play action. Now it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Al Woods gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Myles Gaskin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Tua now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tua now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Watch the cloud.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Touchdown! Will Fuller. 54 yards. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
54.
Tua going to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
54.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Malcolm Brown taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Carson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Clayton Fedulum there on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now, it's Carson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1 yard gain. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Play action, it's Wilson. And he's taken down inside the 30. On first down, Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now it's Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Four yards remain for second down. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up past the 30.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. L.J. Collier in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carter. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Well, this is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Wilson. Catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now a carry for Lindsey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
from the 8. They've got it 1st and goal.
Here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 39, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but it felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught by Parker for...
Back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side complete to Carter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Carter. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll make it 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Escaping. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Second and 1, and people want to... the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This complete to Lockett. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Hill. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Second down and 7.
Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On second down, Ingram. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They're running. Ingram. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about call the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd-and-goal situation. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram able to make it in from a yard out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 14. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, it's Ingram. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Winston. He's got the tight end, Vanette.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
All you got to do is look around.
New Orleans. Mark Ingram. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wilson. That completes it again to Metcalf. Wilson will throw again. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Dallas.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
DJ Dallas. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. Sheds off the tackle. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 72 yards.
And the Saints have put it.